Hey everybody, Bill Colway here. I just wanted to say thank you to the people at Amazing Grass. Thank you for the product. Thank you for the support. It has made a big change in my life. This is my 1-year anniversary. I thought I'd send you a video. I find the email and stuff very impersonal, and you have a face now to a name and to an experience. Okay? A year ago, I was 70 pounds heavier. I had just finished the Appalachian Trail. I had lost some weight during that, about 30 of that 70, during that trail, but I knew I was going to gain it back. I looked in the mirror. I didn't like what I saw. I looked awful. I was taking 12 tablets a day, not including 10 anti-inflammatories on the trail. It's a lot of pills to support a lifestyle that really isn't very sustainable, really. So I basically looked in the mirror, didn't like what I saw, and said I got to make a change. I started eating more of a plant-based diet, and I had remembered that I had a expired tub of the berry flavored of Amazing Grass in my basement. I went and got it, and after each meal, I just added a tumbler full of it and drank it. And in 3 days, I started feeling really good, and I started saying, hey, I got just, more of this. So I kept taking away animal products in my life, oils and salts and sugars, and it just completely changed me. So I am off all medicines, off statin, not pre-diabetic. All my cholesterol went from something like 220 on statin, bad LDL, to 160. That's a huge drop, and that's a lifestyle change. Okay, so I'm also a long-distance hiker. So last year I completed the Appalachian Trail, like I mentioned, which is 2,200 miles. Then last summer I did the Vermont Long Trail, which is about 300 miles from Massachusetts to Canada. And then I just got back from doing the Arizona Trail, which is 800 miles from the Mexican border to Utah, okay, through the Grand Canyon and everything. And on the Arizona Trail, Appalachian Trail, like I said, I had a regular diet, so I looked terrible. Vermont Long Trail, I left at 180 pounds, I came back at 180 pounds, and I had a plant-based diet, and I used your product. And on the Arizona Trail, I did the whole 800 miles, plant-based diet, and used your product. And in both those cases, I left it at 180, came back at about 180. And since I've been back, in 2 weeks, I've actually lost 11 more pounds. And I'm not trying, I'm really not. It's just my body's changed. I'm going back, I'm normalizing, I guess, I don't know, but I'm down to 169 from 240. That's a big number, isn't it, right? And so that's really kind of an amazing story, but I also wanted to share how I use your product, because it's, just using your product is one thing, but the how is very important. And when you're doing, 20 to 40 miles a day, and I really was doing 40 miles a day at the end, averaging probably around 30. That's a lot of miles. So your body gets up and does it again. It's not like you run a marathon and then you take a month off or whatever. You're basically getting up in the morning, putting your shelter in your life in your backpack, and then just going. So what I typically did was I would have your vitamin product, but in these little pouches, every day, maybe in the morning. I had 2 or 3 of these. This is only the wrapper, because this is the last one I used. It was the last one I had on the Arizona Trail 2 weeks ago on the way to Utah. That was a couple miles away before Utah. And I saved the wrapper because I wanted to do this. I wanted to thank you guys. And then I have about 3 servings of these tabs. I've got, I think, every flavor. You make more and more, and I've got so many of them now. I'm just going to have to use them until I need to buy some more. You sent me some samples, the marketing department, and Kristen. Thank you so much for doing that. It really helps. I have like 2 of the energy ones a day, and then I switch on the 3rd one to a non-energy one, because I find that the stimulant will keep me awake at night, which I don't need that. And those are really good. Most people use noon tabs, which are like Alka-Seltzer. They taste like Alka-Seltzer too. So what I do is, to help you guys and market this a little bit, I give them one of these tabs in a liter of water, and they go, wow, what a difference. It's like, yeah, now take a picture of the company with your iPhone or your smartphone or your camera, so you can remember it. And then when you get home, you can go on Amazon and buy a sample kit of 7 flavors or the protein flavors, 3 of the protein flavors. And people are like, wow, that's easy. I said, yeah, it's easy. It's $10. What's the risk? Just go do it, right? So then, at the end of the day, I have to have a recovery drink, because you need to kind of recover and it's a treat. I've eaten my dinner, my plant-based dinner, and then I would have one of these guys right here. That's huge. I can feel my body just pulsing, getting stronger, getting better, because, in 8 hours, I'm hiking an hour before sunrise. I'm physically hiking, so that means I'm up an hour and 45 minutes before sunrise, packing everything in, putting my life on my back, and powering on. And I need the strength and energy to do that, and your products really worked on the trail for that, and it was great. In my normal life, I have the smoothie in the morning, and that's got a banana, a cup of mixed berries, frozen mixed berries, and some flax seeds just in a blender. I drink that for breakfast, and then your product I also use to fill in the gaps during the day. 3 o'clock for a 3 o'clock snack, I'll have the vanilla. Same thing, a banana and a cup of berries and some flax seeds, and that gets me till 6:30 in the evening when I like to have dinner, which is again, a plant-based dinner. And then what I do is I use one of these two products right here, banana and strawberries, and I make like a banana split smoothie. And that's huge. Now, I used to be drinking 1 or 2 bourbons and chips and pretzels, so this is a big improvement. And I feel great. I don't have any desires to have anything else. I feel satiated, but I feel happy. I'm just a happy person, and it's really great. And I want to thank you for all that. Also, thank you to Kristen and the marketing department for some swag. I got a bag which I'll use, and another sippy cup and some product which I already used. It's all great. I will ask you guys, in the past you sent me pamphlets that had a $5 coupon in them. People come to me in supermarkets, in the gym, or on rail trails, and they say, Bill, they don't know me, they don't know my name. Usually they just say, what are you doing? You look vibrant, you look great. And I'm 55, I'm retired. And I basically have a plant-based diet, and I use amazing grass to augment that, to support it. It fills in the gaps. It helps me, I don't have to worry about nutrition. And it's not juicing. It's not complicated. I mean, how easy it is to throw a scoop of stuff in this and shake it with almond milk or something. You can't get easier than that. I mean, making a sandwich is more complicated than that. And you've got a lot of flavors and a lot of choices, and I point them to the 14-day program that you have on YouTube, and I say you don't push the product, and it's great. Now, in the past, at one time you sent me like 5 of these brochures with the $5 coupons in them. I'd go to my car, get it, and I'd give it to them. That works. I know it works because I have people that I know now that are friends that have switched to your product. They've taken that coupon, gone to a GNC or wherever else, and they've purchased your product, and they've seen the difference. So that is something that I would, if you guys can send me more of those are great. The other thing is I am going to start volunteering at Veggie Fest, and there's 2 CSAs, or local farms, where I'm going to volunteer too. And Veggie Fest starts this weekend in Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm volunteering there, and there's a 2 weeks later in Boston that I'm volunteering to. I'm a big advocate for shamelessly wearing things that support, like this one says plant-powered muscle, or plant-powered, subliminal messages, not actually pushing it in people's faces, just saying, hey, this is what I do. If you want to ask, you can ask. I'm not going to try to push anything on you. But if you want to have a lifestyle that makes you feel good and healthy, and makes you have energy, and gives you sustainability, then just ask. So I'm basically a walking billboard for Amazing Grass and a plant-based lifestyle. So if you ever need an ambassador, you just reach out to me, and whatever you need, I'm here for you. It's not about getting free product from me. It's not. It's about helping people. So again, reach out. If you want to send me stuff that I can wear, I'll wear it. I'm not past that. To me, if somebody asks me a question about a product, I'm simply going to say, go to the website. This is my personal experience with the product. I never say negative things about anybody or any products. It's just not a productive way to have a conversation. So I'm just trying to be a very positive person about everything. So go from there. All right. Again, Bill Colway in Massachusetts. Hopefully everything works great for you guys. Your product's working great for me. God bless you and thank you. Bye.